the extra student. We had a lockdown drill at my high school last fall. It was announced, nothing serious, just a practice. Teachers locked doors, covered windows, and we all crouched down under our desks like always. But about 5 minutes in, someone knocked on our classroom door. 3 knocks, then silence. We all looked at each other, confused. No one was supposed to be in the hallway. Our teacher went pale and whispered, "No one move." The knocking started again, this time louder. After a few minutes it stopped. We stayed frozen until the all clear finally came over the intercom. We figured it was a late student or someone messing around. But later that day, we found out something that made my stomach turn. All students were accounted for. No one was marked late. No one was missing. No one should have been outside our classroom. When we checked the security footage later, there was no one at the door, just a faint shadow moving past the camera, too tall, too thin, and walking with this jerky, unnatural movement. To this day, no one knows what knocked. The substitute. This happened back in 8th grade, during a surprise lockdown. It wasn't a drill. They told us over the loudspeaker that there was someone dangerous near the school. Everyone immediately went into protocol. I was in history class with a substitute teacher that day. She was older, quiet, a little odd, kept calling people by the wrong names, and didn't really talk much, but she seemed harmless. When the lockdown started, she turned off the lights, locked the door, and told us to move to the corner. Everything was fine for the first 20 minutes, until she started acting weird. She stood perfectly still near the door, just listening. Her head was slightly tilted, like she was tracking something we couldn't hear. Then, out of nowhere, she said, "He's here." We all looked at each other like, "What?" Then she said it again, louder. "He's coming down the hallway." At that point, we were all freaking out. She walked over to the window on the classroom door and stared out. We begged her to sit down, to stay quiet, but she didn't listen. She turned to us and whispered, "He doesn't like it when we hide." And then she unlocked the door. We all panicked. One girl started crying. I ran over and locked it again before she could open it. She didn't fight me. She just walked back to the corner, sat down, and started laughing softly. The lockdown ended not long after. Police didn't find anyone on the grounds, just a torn-up backpack in the parking lot and scratches on one of the exit doors. Here's the part that still haunts me. We never had a substitute scheduled that day. Our real teacher had called out last minute, and no one in the school office could figure out who that woman was. She didn't sign in. She wasn't on any schedule. No one ever saw her leave. She just disappeared. The janitor's keys. Our middle school was old, like built in the 50s old. It had long halls, buzzing lights, and this weird, half-abandoned basement we weren't allowed in. During one lockdown, our class was ushered into a storage closet because the classroom door wouldn't lock. It was cramped and dark, and we were all trying to stay quiet. Then we heard it, keys, jingling slowly, like someone was walking down the hallway just outside. Then a slow tap at the door, just once. My teacher whispered, "Don't move, don't answer." Whoever it was didn't say anything, just stood there. We all heard the breathing. Eventually the footsteps walked away, and we waited another hour until the lockdown ended. Later, we asked the janitor if he'd been near our wing during the lockdown. He looked confused. "I wasn't even in the building today," he said. "So, who had the keys?"